my thoughts. I shut it down wherever power is stored. Being real is in the past, watching cowards get on. It ain't kill me, so it's making me stronger. And these bite-sized rappers now sensing my...
What the hell's going on, people? This is Periodic, and you see
the title of the video.
I knew that was going to happen. It happens every time Toonrami shows up.
And it turns into a Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah,
and
it
you
does.
see the title of the video. Oh, hello.
That is the biggest compliment because we look like brothers. This is where everybody is like in the comments. You know, you guys actually
that's
do.
The confusion.
Yeah, they're like, man, you are so good looking. So good looking. And
that's
then
what this video is about, by the way. We're just feeding into his vanity.
Yeah, I have Goku and Vegeta here, but it's really just like, you know, it's not about them. It's about me, for God's sakes. That's why you clicked on the video. I'm kidding. Toon, we're not here for that, for God's sakes. As much as you want to talk about me, I understand it. We're here to talk about the Blue Boys and this banner and what your thoughts are on this upcoming banner. I don't think they're going to change it. I'm pretty sure it's going to stay the same,
I'm
no?
still holding out hope that they add Kefla.
Ooh.
I'm really hoping that they throw in a Kefla because regardless, you know, even with the Kefla, I feel like the Kefla is the swing play. If they get Kefla in there, that instantly boosts the value of this banner. And also, not to mention the fact that we're going to have like a repeat of this coming up later. So they have to do enough to distinguish this from the other one. Because you can make an argument that like this banner sucks, wait for the Tanabata, and vice versa. So if you throw in a wrench in that all with the Kefla, then you would actually probably want to summon on this even more. Because pretty much everything here is a rehash like 5-6 times over from the whole year. Why would you want to summon on this banner? It's a 2 out of 10 chance that you get one of the headliners, the new units?
Yes.
Is it actually 10? It's 10.
It's 10.
Yeah, it's 10 of them.
It's 10.
So that is not good. Objectively speaking, this banner is doo-doo.
So I will say this, though, which is funny. That's a good idea, what you're saying. Throw the Kefla in there, make it a little bit more attractive. They wouldn't put it to 11 characters. They would substitute one character. Yeah. The question is, who would they substitute? Ideally, you would want it to be one of the last 6, and we're going to go over every single character briefly. But this is global Dokkan, bro. They would probably substitute out the Beerus for the Kefla.
I bet you they would. They will make sure to include transforming Goku and Vegeta without fail.
They're like, wait a second. You're trying to get rid of Jiren on this banner? Not a chance. Get those Go-Bros off this banner and put Kefla in there. What are you, nuts?
There will be a percentage of people who go into this banner hoping to end up with blue dudes and end up with like 8 Jirens. And then they will use those on the LR banner hoping to get that LR and then fail completely on that too. So these banners just set you up for failure. They are not good.
Yeah, and you only have to watch the tragic tale of Darth Nolar and Darth the Truth, who almost met their ends on this banner. Like, the amount of Dragon Stones that was wasted between the both of them on that one banner was like a million voices cried out in horror. A lot of Star Wars references. I'm not sure why. But anyway, 10 featured units, 6 of them old as heck, and they've been on so many banners. But with that said, let's actually take a look at the characters before we start going nuts on our negative night that we're having. So first off, baby. This name is so long. Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku, Kaioken, and Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Evolved Vegeta. Beyond boundless power.
Stop.
All Out Struggle, Joint Forces. I'm very happy Joint Forces gets a $150 lead, so we can get out of the 130. And then greatly raises attack and defense on 18 key and 12 key, lowers attack on the 12 key, lowers attack and defense on the 18 key, whatever. But if you build a team around this dude, they're in contention for one of the best units in the game.
Yeah.
Crit, additional attacks, massive amounts of damage, super active skill for attack, great links for any kind of Realm of God character. You got Tournament Power, Warrior Gods, Godly Power. It's insane. And they're the Blue Boys.
Greatly raising attack for 1 turn, causing Mega Colossal, lowering attack and defense.
Greatly raises attack and defense.
Okay. Yeah, lowering attack and defense. I was just going to say there's no difference between the secondary effect, but yeah, it lowers defense too. Yeah, this unit is pretty broken as a unit. As a lead, it's a little questionable, but as a unit, he is very, very good.
Yeah,
and
I was just going to say, you see some of those characters, we've talked about it a little bit before, where you'll see some of these characters that their leader skill is kind of meh, but if you put them on a different team, they are behemoths. And this dude is no exception. Like, he's there. Dude, if you link him up with Kaioken Blue Goku, if you link him up with LRUI Goku, like, characters like that have some of these same links, like Super Saiyan and Kamehameha, Tournament Power, Fierce Battle, Jesus, they're actually insane. So this dude is amazing. His category, not so much, but he's on 10 million categories. That's
I'm trying to see what links. Yeah, Fierce Battle, Tournament of Power. So your key and these guys.
They're very.
Do they
strong.
also have? I'm trying to think, like, off the top of my head, who's the best link partner for this guy, other than obviously the TUR. Like, who would be the most optimal link?
I think
with this
up there is the Kaioken Goku.
That's what I was looking at right now.
Yeah, I think he shares a ton of links with him.
Yeah, you got Warrior Gods, you got Godly Power, Super Saiyan, Tournament of Power, obviously, Fierce Battle.
Jeez.
Nova and Flash because LR.
Yeah.
And,
but that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Kamehameha. So it's
Good
literally
lord.
everything except for Legendary.
So that's 10% when super attacking, 10% here, and then 5% when super attacking. So that's 15%, and then 10% there, 15% here, 5% crit, 15% attack, 3 key, 7% attack and defense, 20% attack. Bro, this link here, 15% attack, and oh, guess what? We're going to give you 5 crit on a physical unit. So even if you don't pull a dupe and you don't have crit skill orbs, you still get crit, baby. So that is unbelievable. So I absolutely love this unit. Now let's move down the line. Trustworthy skill and experience Krillin. I actually kind of like his SSR art more. Look at this little Krillin tying his belt. I love this art.
He thinks he matters.
He thinks he's tall, the dummy. He ain't no Mr. Baby. All right, so as you can see, he's a representative of Universe 7, 120% lead. Lowers attack, 50% chance to stun the enemy. So this dude, if you put him next to Android 18, he bodies SBR. Like, bodies it.
I was going to say, one thing I like about this is that he, out of all the Android 18s, he actually fits the AGL version, the free-to-play version, Android 18 the best. So they would actually be a dynamic duo in Super AGL, Super Battle Road, because the Android 18 attacking in the same turn has to be there for this passive to be fully fleshed out, and he gains even more effectiveness when the enemy is stunned. The free-to-play AGL Android 18 does stun. So that helps. And that also leads me to believe that eventually, before the 6th year, we're kind of going off topic, but I want to just mention this.
Go ahead.
Before the 6th year, I think those Universe Survival Saga units will get their TURs, making that free-to-play AGL Android 18 even more effective of a pairing with this guy.
You are correct about that. I almost completely forgot about that 18. We use her many times to farm up other 18s.
Yeah, because since his leader skill is so limited, obviously he's not the headliner, he's the secondary one. So his leader skill is limited. You only have 2 options. You have the AGL and you have the tech. The tech one is a great tank, but doesn't have any sort of stunning passive or stunning effect. AGL one takes care of that. So,
no, that's a good point. But yeah, these stats are insane. 180% and then an additional 120. Like, what is happening here? What are we doing? This is insane.
It's crazy, man.
So that's the Krillin.
I'm noticing some of these like newer units that don't headline, but the side ones, they could be their own Dokkan Fest.
Yeah.
Like the TN was the last big example where people were like, why is this dude not his own Dokkan Fest? He's that good.
I'm surprised that he's not on the category D-Free fanboy here. It's weird that it's missing. Anyway.
Well, does it say Krillin it in his dialogue? If it doesn't, that's probably why.
Yeah, that could be it. Solar
Flare. Yeah, see, that's a big misstep right there.
What are they doing here? They don't understand their community. All right. So now we start getting to the older units, meaning units that have already been out, not older, but you have the Physical Beerus, Exploding Range, Realm of Gods, yay. Great lead, 170% attack and defense. I would say probably nowadays the defense and the attack matter more than the HP. I think it was the opposite. I don't know if you feel the same way, but I think it was the opposite when like these bigger category leads started coming out. But now I think having that defense to me is more important than that 130%. What say you?
I mean, when I started playing Dokkan, I was kind of told that it was health that mattered more, so that you have more to work with when you're going into endgame content. So having attack for offense and health to survive was more important. But yeah, I can see where you're coming from. Having more defense helps against these, these newer events with newer mechanics where you can't dodge and you can't. You're very limited in what you can actually do. So yeah, I mean I don't know.
Yeah,
they're all important. I never really was.
Yeah, the way that I look at it is like the numbers don't really matter anymore in terms of what your HP is, because now I think of it just as effective health, right? What's your damage mitigation? Because sure, you can have 600k HP, but if you're taking a 70k normal attack, what does it really matter? You're going to go down very quickly. But if you have these fat defensive numbers that can mitigate that damage. Well, even if you only have like 420, I don't know why I singled that out. I'm not even, I don't even smoke like that. But anyway, if you have 440,000 HP, did you get that joke, by the way, or you just decided not to comment on it?
420? No, I did. I was letting you finish.
Okay, all right. I just making sure.
Chill out, man. Chill out.
Well, you're in the state where it's, I figured I'd pay a little homage to you. Anyway, what's it called? So yeah, if you have like 440,000 health, I think you're still in a good spot to be able to, tank and stuff like that. And this dude is amazing. I got absolutely destroyed. I'm talking about Beerus, not you.
What? Excuse me?
Excuse me?
Oh, what the, goodness gracious. About to be Hakkai'd on my own damn channel. How is this possible?
Last video ever.
Yeah, exactly. This dude is spectacular because the only reason he's good is because I pulled 4 of him on one banner. All right, that's really the only reason that I love him so much. His damage is insane. He stacks attack. His active skill is fantastic. I mean, what's wrong about this Beerus? There's nothing. And the thing that I love about this Beerus too is that he came out in a time where he has way more linking partners than like when LR Strength Beerus came out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when the first Beerus came out, it was like him and Tech Beerus. That's it. Now you have Vados, you have Strength Whis, you have a bunch of different options. So,
I mean, this is one of those examples where a unit is released that bolsters a category that already has good units. This is kind of along the lines of what we were talking about in another video, which shall remain nameless, where we would like to see more reinforcement of other categories instead of, bringing out new ones. So this is one of those situations where, like you said, there's so much support going on that he fits in perfectly.
Yeah.
And he leads perfectly, and he is effective.
Dude, look at...
So he is a great fit, and his value is tremendous because you don't have to have every single unit in Realm of Gods because you probably still have enough to run with this guy. And,
like, Realm of God is the obvious one, right? Like, that's the most powerful one. You could throw him on Siblings Bond, Worthy Rivals, Bond of Master and Disciple. Exploder Range kind of sucks, but those other categories, like Siblings Bond, can legitimately be a great category if you're throwing him, Whis, Vados. Like, damn, that's a powerful unit. You know what I mean? That's a powerful squad right there, and they just buffed this guy up to high heaven. So Beerus, fantastic. And then we kind of get to the final positive on this banner, and we're only on the 4th unit. What do you mean? Oh, you have him rainbow, don't you?
Why are these guys back?
You have them rainbow, don't you?
No, I don't have them rainbow.
Oh, okay,
but like,
okay.
See, okay, so I was going to say that this probably isn't that big a deal, but I just want to say this. If anything needs to be switched out, it probably won't be GoBros, but they would have to be one of the 3 candidates to be switched out because if you look at the banner, everyone in the banner is involved with Universe 7, right?
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
The only ones that don't, I mean, while these guys are technically in Universe 7, all the featured SSRs are members of Universe 7 or Universe Survival Saga, except for GoBros, Transforming Vegeta, Transforming Goku.
I mean,
they're probably not going to. I mean, I'm totally just reaching here. It's not going to happen,
dude. But you know what? With what you just said, they're all Dragon Ball Super units except for the GoBros, because even the Goku and Vegeta have Super Saiyan Blue.
You could also say that. So
literally
one of those
else.
3, but probably GoBros would be the odd man out, to potentially switch in for something else to add more value to this banner. But anyway, go ahead with.
I would. So, I hear what you're saying, and I agree to an extent. But I really want to rainbow my GoBros. All right, I need 2 more copies. So Bandai, if you can throw 2 my way, and that's it. I don't need you to do what you did last time, where I needed to rainbow HL Gohan and you gave me 3, and I only needed 1. All right, I appreciate you giving me the LRs, but come on, like that's not funny after a while. Anyway, this dude is fantastic. People, I don't know what it is, Toon, and I don't know if you've seen this, but people still sleep on these GoBros. Like, this is what I love that Dokkan does, and they do it well, is they'll come out with a unit, right? Some units have issues, and they just never get corrected. And you just kind of are like, okay, that's that character's weakness. I love characters that have a weakness and have a built-in fix for that weakness.
Yeah.
That is the Go
Yeah.
Bros.
Amen.
What's their weakness? Their links. They don't have great ki. Okay, they give themselves ki as they attack. And what's best about that is like, okay, they gain 1 ki for every attack that they perform. All right, it's like, all right, it's going to take 5 turns. No. It's not going to take 5 turns because we're going to guarantee an additional attack every single time they attack. So at most, it's going to take you 3 turns. And if they additional just 1 extra time, right, from the additional system, then it'll take them just 2 turns to give themselves 5 ki. So we're talking about 6 ki from the leader skill, another 5. So what do we need? 1 orb to get a super attack? What ki issues? What are you talking about here? These dudes are still phenomenal. And by the way, they're still the fastest clear on LGE that I've ever seen. I think they've done it in like 4 minutes and 50 seconds. With,
oh, really?
Yeah, 2 rainbowed level 10 Link Go Bros on DBZ World's channel. Obviously he did that run like 100 different times to finally get it that low. But yeah, they do it faster than, LR Vegito, LR Gogeta. No one does it faster than these guys.
And also, what they bring as leads, they were definitely ahead of their time.
Oh, baby.
Because Siblings Bond, like we were just talking about before, it's been the gift that kept on giving, right? We've had so many surprising newcomers that joined that. Like most recently, I didn't even realize this, Super Saiyan 4 Gohan is in Siblings Bond.
Really? I didn't know that.
Super Saiyan 4 Gohan is in Siblings Bond. And then, like we mentioned, Beerus and Vados and all these others.
Actually, maybe I did. I did a
this
showcase on them. I don't know. Boomer brain, bro.
should be
Boomer
ashamed of
brain.
yourself. Yeah, Boomer brain. It's okay, Uncle P. It's okay. You still owe me money, though. So,
Dude,
yeah, I mean,
with
this
the amount of
unit-
gifted
this unit
subs.
is very-
So you better count
This
those
unit
receipts.
is very, very complete, and like you said, that's exactly why I do like this unit.
And those numbers.
it-
4
Yeah,
key.
so the price for optimizing this unit over a fight is time, and I do enjoy units that have mechanics like that, where it's like in the heat of battle that you have to adapt and overcome, and these guys are like the epitome of that.
But the
So,
crazy thing to
there's a-
me is like these dudes legitimately ramp up faster than certain LR's transformations. Because you have certain LRs that transform after the 5th turn, after the 6th turn. Doesn't matter. These guys turn 3 or 4, they're already maxed out. And they max out here, because it's all calculated separately, at 216% attack and defense. That's insane.
And that too, it's just attack. It doesn't have to be super attack, like the traditional mechanic.
That's wild. So I absolutely love these guys. I think they're still very, very top tier. The slander I will not stand for. But I will stand for is if you slander these final 6, bro. Like, we just lumping them all
ahead.
together, dude. I ain't even taking I ain't going one by one. Like, listen, they're not bad. I'm going overboard, talking crap about them.
They're not. See, part of it, man, is that when a unit comes back so many times, it's the reason why Go Bros has lost its luster. We've seen it.
Yeah.
We've seen it. And with a new Dokkan Fest or a new LR dropping every other month or week or whatever you want to say, every previous unit that showed up loses its value each time. So when these guys come back on every banner, especially these 2 transforming units, it drives people crazy. Even though they're great, they're still good, they're still viable, they're going to lose that wow factor just because we've seen them so many times. Now, this Jiren, I love this guy, and I can't believe I just said it that way instead of saying Jiren.
I know.
But
What
this
the
guy is
hell?
really, really, really good. Yeah, I feel dirty. Sorry. This guy is incredibly good. He's a Super Battle Road All-Star. I honestly am never upset pulling this guy, but I've now come to a point where I don't need anymore. Although, I guess because of the upcoming banners with the LR and then the Golden Frieza, some of these units will actually have a bit more value than people would think.
Yeah.
So, it may be rough pulling some of these guys, but I wouldn't. Also, you know what? This guy, you might want to consider just holding on to these SSRs for a year if you can afford it, because hey, he might be the one that you need for that eventual 6-year anniversary.
True indeed, true indeed.
So
this guy's actually
I
still
feel like-
pretty good in this form.
I do enjoy using him a lot. I do enjoy using him because when he transforms, he is a lot of fun to use.
Yeah.
I don't like this guy though, because I can't ever run him on a Universe 7.
This is such a dumb mechanic here. It makes absolutely no sense.
It makes sense though if you really think about it.
Yeah, of course.
It makes sense,
thematically,
canonical
yeah.
sense.
Yeah,
but
and this dude is still really good. I agree with you. I don't have much of a problem with him, even though I have them all. I have all these 6 rainbows, so it's like, to me, it's just fodder at this point. But I do have a problem with these two, dude, because they
don't belong here.
They're so boring too. They're just so boring. Like, I understand, but there's a reason why. Like, I understand what they were going for. This Goku, the Frieza, and the Vegeta. But I feel like there's just not a lot of thought put into them. It's like, okay, that's their stat, damage reduction. And then it goes up a little bit and goes down a little bit. And this goes up a little bit. And then this goes up a little bit and this goes down a little bit. And this goes... It's just like, really?
I just realized it went up by 1% between Super Saiyan 2 and Super Saiyan 3.
Yeah. And then it goes up to 25%.
Oh, it goes up
here.
by... I never realized that.
Yeah.
It
But,
went up by
dude,
1.
look at this. He loses all defense and he has 25% damage reduction? This is worse than this. Like, that doesn't even make sense. He's going to get... I can't even say it. I was going to say truth thing. if you know what I'm talking about, when he talks about someone about to get bashed or someone's about to get slapped up, he says a particular word that starts with CR. Anyway, so yeah, they're just really boring, and they've just been on 10 million banners.
I just don't understand why they do this. I've tried to justify for them, like, they're trying to cater to the newer player base, but why these? Why would you want to introduce players into the Dokkan meta with those units when there are clearly better ones out there with more to offer? These guys are one-dimensional, where other units are like multi-dimensional units now. I just don't get what their problem is with these two. Maybe they're just so iconic because they're the transforming Saiyans, like the main Saiyans, I guess. But like, they fit right out. Like I was saying, if we were to throw in Kefla, if Kefla is the one that everybody wants, right? Kefla instantly boosts the value of this banner. If you remove even one of these guys, it would totally swing this banner in the other direction. People would be more inclined to summon. They're still going to summon, but they would be more inclined to do so because now there's 4 units that people are really, really excited about. Krillin, Beerus, Blue Dudes, and Kefla. And any one of these 3, Gobros, Vegeta, and Goku, can just lift right out. But they won't do it because they seem to have this, I was going to say a word, obsession with these guys.
You know what would have been fire, actually? Take these 2 out, Vegeta, Goku, Kefla, Kaioken Goku. Boom. You got the theme.
Yeah, that'd be great. I feel like that's too valuable though.
Yeah, but it's a 10 character banner and it's like it was
but like,
Tanabata, like
think about it. It's usually a 7 featured unit list, right?
Yeah.
And you've got 2 headliners. So the odds are skewed against you.
Yeah.
So
true.
if you put 2 hype units on there, that's 5v5. That's too favorable for the gambler, right?
Yeah. Agreed. These guys look so sick. All right. Well, we've come to the end of the video, and we're gonna have 2 different verdicts. Toon, what is your verdict? Should you spend stones or skip this banner?
Normal people should not. They probably won't listen, but they shouldn't. I'm gonna summon.
So
how do you like that non-answer, buddy?
No, that's exactly the advice I was going to give. If you have a account that's either free to play or you don't spend much money, and when I say don't spend much money, I'm talking about under like $20, $25 a month. Don't spend stones on this banner. It's going to be too difficult. 1 in 10 chance to get the new unit. Like, that sucks. And then yes, you may get a Gobro, but you may also get a transforming AGL Goku that's been out for 2 years now. So those chances are not in your favor. It's like going to the casino, like Toon was saying, right? It's like, it's not in your favor. So I do not recommend it. I'm also going to be going in on this banner. But, at this point, it's like, I can't skip banners. We got to do it. It's the life, the career that we chose. So this is work for us. We're going to hate doing it, Toon. Summoning on this banner. You know, it's gonna be like a 9-to-5 workday for us. Grr.
But it'll all be worth it if we are able to finally achieve it.
Ooh. Say that again, but deeper.
We finally achieved
Actually did it. All right, thanks, bro, for being on the channel. Any closing remarks regarding this banner?
If you're gonna choose any banner to summon on out of the 3 coming up, do this one. The LR one is meh, and the Tanabata one is ugh.
Oh, dude, if you're a rank 1 account, don't summon on the Tanabata. But we're gonna have our own video for that.
We'll talk about that another time.
If you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed already, if you haven't subscribed to Toonrami, what are you doing with your life? Go and gently rub that sub button, gingerly ring that bell button, lovingly kiss the like button. As always, this is Periodic and Toonrami. See y'all in the next video.